What's up, folks? Phil here, and today we're going to be installing the LRB Speed aluminum door panels for the G35. The instructions, when you get them, are accurate but somewhat challenging to understand, and the videos that I've seen do not do a good job of walking you through the process. So, let me go ahead and walk you through how I'm doing mine. Hopefully it helps some folks out there. As you can see, I've already removed my door panel. Do your best to figure out how to do that on your own. There's 37 videos out there to walk you through pulling off your door panels. The things you need to keep are your actual door handle and lock, and then your switch cluster. You do not need the trim around the switch cluster. You will also need the rubber piece that goes between the door card and your window. I don't have that. I will acquire one from a junkyard, but you'll need that as well. To remove that, there are a number of little metal tabs on the back of that rubber piece. You need to pull and straighten out each of them, and you can pull it off the back of your stock door card. That rubber piece will then install here in the back with all these tabs, where you'll push each one of those tabs through and then bend it over on the back side. So once you've prepped your door panel that way, that's done for the door panel for now. On the actual door, you need to remove 3 screws. There's a screw here. I'll explain what this is in a second. There's a screw here, just like this. Remove that one, this one, and this one here. So pull those 3 screws out. Once you have removed those 3 screws, you're going to need this M6 by 16. They call it a set screw. Okay, M6 by 16 set screw. And this M6 coupling nut, as well as 1 washer. You will take that M6 by 16 screw, set screw, and install it here. Then you will attach the coupling nut and a washer to hold in place. This will give you some place to attach your door pull. Then once you have your, they call it the wiper on the door, that rubber part on the door panel, you're pretty much ready to take your switches off of here. Once you have detached the switch panel, you're going to bring that over to your new LRB Speed door card, and you're going to very carefully insert it into the hole here. It's going to be a little tricky because of some of the molding marks here and these little tabs, but it will fit very snug and very perfectly. And just kind of wiggle it on there until the little tabs sit flush, top and bottom. Okay. Then you'll take your trim piece like this. The trim piece sits there on the outside. You will take 4 of these M5 screws and 4 M5 lock washers, or nylock nuts, and put them all the way through from front to back here. Only snug up the nylock. Don't crank it down or you're going to crack something. Okay, next it says to take these 1-inch strips here and attach them to the large screws at the bottom of the window guide rail, which is this one here and this one here, to prevent rattling. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that one's going to do because it's already going to be behind this thing. So this definitely stands out more than this guy, and this is definitely out. So I'll probably put it on this guy and this guy, but just so you know, it says to do it on this and this. Alright, so once you've done that, you can put the door card in place. The instructions say that the top mounting ear needs to be on the back of the panel, while the 2 lower need to be in front. However, there's nothing to secure them, and these little nubbins here kind of stick out as well. So it's not entirely clear on how to do this, nor is there anything to drill them into or screw them into in the bottom. Perhaps I'll reach out to LRB Speed and see what their opinion is there. I mean, you could always drill a hole and put a screw through there, or self-tap, or even to hold it in place, but I'll reach out on that one. However, once you're in this position now, you can take the 6x35 set screw and screw that into the coupling nut up here that you installed first. One thing that I've discovered is that when trying to put the door card on and get these little pop rivety things in place, the door card would not seat flush against the door on the bottom. And the cause of that was these little plastic clips. So you see these? There was 1, 2, 3, 4 that I had to pinch and push into the door. Once that's done, the door card will sit flush against the bottom. And you have to take the top part completely out of the bottom part before you try and push it through the hole. It will not fit otherwise. We can grab our door pull, as well as a washer and a flange nut, and we can put the door pull carefully through the hole here, and then on top of that you're going to put the washer and the flange nut, which I'm going to need both hands to do. Lastly, through the 2 speaker holes, you use these number 12 by 1.5 inch sheet metal screws, as well as a washer to snug those up. There we go. So once you're done with that, just look like this. You can tighten them down until they're pretty snug. The aluminum panel will sit on top of the ears here on both sides. Just be careful when you're threading, and it's super easy to cross thread those, so if it's hard to screw in, back it out, try again. Make sure you're not putting any pressure on the wires here. It'd be terrible for those to short out on the rough and sharp aluminum. There's the completed door pull. And there you go. Repeat the same steps on the other side, and you should be good to go. One quick note, make sure that when you install these, you install the base first, push it all the way forward, and then put the little plug in. I had to use a hammer to get my plugs in, but now they're not going anywhere. So, I hope that's helpful to you guys. Good luck, and keep wrenching on your G35 turds.